Welcome to Internet Quality Academy. The channel is for the quality control engineer, site engineer, and the civil engineer who are working in the construction field. In this channel, we are dealing with construction and quality related issues. Today also, I'm going to discuss about a very important topic, that is concrete cube test. Without the cube test, we cannot verify the concrete test, and it is commonly used in every project. So whenever we are doing the concrete cube test, how to do that one and how to make the reporting, because reporting is also an important part, because without the proper reporting it is impossible to make the proper assessment. So as well as the calculation as well the reporting is important. So in this video I will discuss each and everything about this, how to do the concrete cube test and how to make the calculation and how to do the reporting. So stay tuned until the end to get the full information about this. And if you are new in my channel, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video you will get immediate notification. So let's jump into the subject, that reporting and calculation of concrete cube strength. On concrete cube, that is 150 into 150 into 150 cube, we need to prepare whenever we are doing concrete at the site, and after 28 days we need to test that one in order to verify that whatever is my target strength, whether it is M30 or M40, whether we achieve it or not. So that we need to test that one, we need to calculate and we need to report accordingly. So how to do that, one by one I will come. Now first things, we need to understand that as per IS 456 it is says one sample means 3 cubes. So whenever we are reporting, with minimum 3 cube strength to be reported. Below the 3 cubes it is not acceptable. The minimum cube is 3, but what will be the maximum number, that depends upon the quality of the quantity of the concrete done on that same day or in the that same element. So what will be the number? I have made a detailed calculation, the sampling frequency you can check there, or in the description you will get full information that how much cube need to be cast in order to get the information or get the report as per the IS 456. Now for the say for example I will give you the 3 cube example, how to report and how to calculate. First things, in the report you write down the serial number 1 2 3. Now what is the structural element that you need to first write down? What is the structural element in a project? There are slab, beams, foundation, column, ramp wall, shear wall, core wall. There are different elements, and different areas it is there. So first things, we need to write down in the report that what is the element we need to cast, that is what is the element cube test we are doing. Here for example I am writing that footing F1, that means the F1 footing is cast, and this cube is representing the concrete of the F1 footing. Now maybe there is a 2 5 3 or 10 F1 footing, so which footing you have cast, that also we need to mention. How? That is location or the grid we need to mention in the report, that what is the location and what is the grid number. In x-axis and the y-axis, the grid number we have to mention here. As for example I say grid A by 5, that means in the x direction a grid A, in the y direction grid 5. So this become the structural element and as well as the location of grid. Now I finalize. Now I need to do the date of casting, in which date we have did the cast. Why it is important? Because we need to calculate the 28 days from the date of casting in order to get the 28 days cube strength. So date of casting, say for example to 2nd of May 2024. Now what is to mention then, what is the grade of concrete? It is very much important that what grade of concrete we cast, and what we need to get the report. We need to compare that whether it is as per the grade or not. Say for example here if the grade is M40, that means our characteristic strength is 40. Now the next part is coming cube identification. This part is very important because in the project there are thousands of cubes there, but how to identify that specific cubes? You need to set a idea or set up reporting format or set a cube identification format whenever this project has started, and accordingly the cube has to mark, or so that immediately we can find out that this cube is representing this structure, and this is for the grade, and this is for this grade, and this is for cast in that date. So in the cube itself itself, what will be there? First, it will be the mark, the grade of concrete, date of castings, and cube identification mark. So maybe you can write down the project, what is the project you have, project, then footing F1, then cube number is 01. The same way, we need to 3 cubes minimum. So project F1, 02. Project means which projects it will mention, and which F1 means which is the structural element, and date, what is the cube number, 1, 2, 3, etc., and date of casting also to be mentioned above of the cube. So this way we will identify the cubes, which is the cube we cast, and whatever the cube represent what structure. So after that, it is coming date of testing. So we are doing 28 days test. So from 2000 to 2nd of May, the 28 days will be 30th May. So date of testing will be 30th May. So we need to do the test on 30th May, and we need to mention what is the age of testing. So that means in which age, that 7 days, 28 days we are testing, that has to mention that in 28 days we are testing. So this report is for 28 days. If it is for the 7 days, this date of testing will be also change, and the age of testing also will be the change. So accordingly, we need to mention date of testing as well as the age of testing. Then it is coming weight of cube. Why weight of cube? It is very much important to check the weight of cube, and it is coming 8.25 to 8.5. If it is not falling this range, what it means? That means there is a void, and our cube is not making as per the requirement, that so that this cube will not give the proper result, that there will be erroneous result, or their strength will be less. So we need to weight the cube. Say for example, we are getting here 8.4 to 8.35, 8.3 kgs. It is in kgs. If it is not as per this, that means there is something wrong. Maybe the void is there. Now we need to do the testing. So how we do the test? I have made a detailed video on that. Check there, or in the description. You will get the full information how the test will perform in the CTM machine or the universal testing machine. Now, whenever we do the testing, we place the cube and we have to start loading, and whenever this breaking load is coming, that we need to check that what is the breaking load of the concrete. Suppose it's coming 1160.5 and the reading is in coming kilonewton. Now here is how to report or how to calculate. Let's say for example, so M40 is my characteristic grade of concrete. What does it mean? That means in 28 days the minimum strength should be 40 Newton per millimeter square, or the 40 MPa. Now I am getting here in kilonewton. Now we need to convert it into the Newton, and we need to divide it in by the surface area of the cube, so that you will get the Newton per millimeter square test, or the MPa. So what will be the my kilonewton? That is 1160.5. Now we need to convert it into the Newton. So what will happen? Into 1000, we need to multiply into 1000. So it is coming Newton. 1160.5 into 1000, it is coming Newton. Now it is coming what is the per millimeter square. So we need to divide it in the surface area, but surface area in which dimension? That is in millimeter square. So what is our cube size? 150 into 150. So what will be the surface area? That is 150 into 150. So it is coming 51.57. So it is very much important that the load is we are getting, that is in the kilonewton, and this from kilonewton we need to convert it into the Newton. Then from the Newton we need to subtract with the surface area in millimeter square. Then we will get the MPa, or the Newton millimeter square cube strength. So here it is coming 51.17. And again, the second cube is coming 1178.6. The same way, 1178.6 into 1000 divided by 150 into 150 into 50 points is coming 38. The third cube is 8.3, 1166.4. So it will be 1166.4 into 1000 divided by 150 by 150. It is 51.84. Now I get the three cube result. One is 51.57, another is 52.38, another is 51.84. But now we have to calculate the average compressive strength, because it's IS 456, it is saying the minimum sample should be 3, a minimum cube should be 3, and one sample its contain 3 cubes, and average strength that sample will be representing the cube strength. So what will be the average of these three? We need to take the average. So average is coming 51.93. So 51.93, and what is my criteria grade of concrete is M40. So it is greater than 40. Now whether it is accepted or not, that is mentioning in the IS 456 in table number 11. And what is that? I have made a detailed video on this, that is acceptance criteria of the concrete cube strength. Please check there or in the description box. You will get full information about the what is the acceptance criteria of the cube strength. So we are getting 51.93 over strain. Now we need to also mention what is the type of failure. Why? Because there are different types of failure can happen when you are applied the compressive load, and IS code specified that what type of failure to be accepted and what type of failure is not accepted. For in that video also I made in the how to do the perform the concrete cube strength. Check there or in the description, you will get full information about what type of failure will be accepted and what type of failure will not be accepted. So in this way, we need to report our concrete cube strength, and you need to calculate the concrete cube strength. And if it is more than 3, then they are again, it will be the second batch, or maybe 4, 5, 6, and again there will be 4, 5, 6 strength, and they are here it will be average compressive strength for the 3 cubes. So in this way we are making cubes, and we are doing cube strength and making the calculation and reporting the format. And if you want to know anything and everything about concrete or anything about construction, please let me know. I will come with more content like this, and I'm waiting for a valuable comment, so that from your valuable comment everybody will be benefited. And please like, share, and subscribe, and I'm waiting for your comment. And thank you very much for once again for watching me.